my name's Terri and I'm from Cary, and I got a packet of 25 postcards. I was really concerned that I was going to get all of them done, but I think I'm on my way. I thought it would be difficult in the neighborhood in Cary that I live in. It's a pretty conservative neighborhood, and so I started with my small group of moms that I see after the bus every day, and I was quite pleasantly surprised, even knowing how some people politically tend to lean. You know, once I got into the conversation with them and they heard the facts, first about what is behind this legislation and who's sponsoring it, and also then what can happen as a result of it. I had several of my friends say, well, you know, I personally believe this, but I don't want to shut down someone else's rights, and that's not what I want to do. I'm glad that you told me about this. They signed the postcard, and they said, you know, you're right. If I had gone to the polls and I had seen this written the way it was, I probably would have voted for it. You know, it was eye-opening, first of all, to hear that the education portion of it, we're going to reach people that may not have the same beliefs, but are also very respectful of others' rights. I worked at Duke starting out, and that was in the mid-90s when I started working, and I worked on an oncology unit, and you know, we did have several HIV positive patients, and it was difficult at a time when a person became ill. Family that had been estranged would come in, and it was very difficult for the person who was gay to have their partner involved. It's a stressful situation anyway. I knew that if it was pushed, that partner did not have the rights that he should have had to visit his partner. And thankfully, you know, we were able to work with the family to make sure that they included him in the process and in the end stages of his life. And you know, it's not until just recently that, you know, the hospitals have put the rights in writing, so that would have been something we could have leaned on at that point in time, but you weren't able to. And I'm just glad that we never had to get to that point, because I don't think I as a nurse could have told someone they couldn't visit their partner. I just couldn't. It would have been a difficult day. Well, as a mom, you know, you don't only have to know your schedule, you have to know your husband's schedule, you have to know your children's schedule, and so one of the things that I like, still being old school with paper, is the mom agenda. And that's where I chose to put my equalitync.org sticker, because this goes everywhere with me. And I didn't want to just put it on my car, because people see that, they can't really stop and ask you about it, they just know that you support it. But this way, I mean, it will start a conversation, you know? So as I say, oh, what is going to be Mara's schedule today? And they're going to be like, oh, what is that? So it's a great way to start a conversation about it. So, hi, I'm Terri from Cary, and I support Equality NC. I've become more active in it recently because of the anti-LGBT legislation that is trying to be put into our Constitution, writing discrimination into our Constitution. I think that it's a civil rights issue of our time, and it's very important that we stand up and we try to educate and let our state know that the emphasis behind this is discrimination. It's not to make marriage stronger, make it better. It's only to suppress the rights of people. And I personally cannot sit back and let that happen in my state.